So we're here with Brian Bailey at the Embedded Systems Conference to talk about the TLM Design and Verification Methodology book that he's one of the authors of. And Brian, this book is very valuable for helping people understand methodology, but what's your view of what the impact of the material and the book itself will have on the industry?
I think it's one of the first attempts to take what was an isolated technology, high-level synthesis, and turn it into a complete methodology that starts off with a high-level virtual prototype and shows how you can efficiently and effectively both refine the design and go through a very effective verification process down through to a complete implementation. This is the first time that I know of that it's been attempted in the industry, and even more importantly, this is an attempt to actually document that process, that methodology, to show people what Cadence believes is currently the best practice in the industry of how to do this using tools that exist today.
All right, Brian, so you're talking about something that's fairly theoretical, or has been, and maybe even difficult for the industry to adopt because it's really not practical, but you're saying now that it seems to be. What's changed? What is different?
A couple of things have really made a difference to the industry. First, System C has become almost universally adopted now as a high-level modeling language. And secondarily, about 18 months ago, we had the OSCE TLM 2.0 standard, which has made model interoperability and portability something that was never possible before. This gives us the ability to create real system-level virtual prototypes by aggregating models from many different sources, and it gives us a platform on which many of the other parts of the methodology can be based. So this gives us a practical founding now on what was theoretical before. Now, there's been many aspects of verification that have been there in the past. So if we think of constrained random, test pattern generation, verification planning, it's all been focused on the RTL level. So now we have to think about how we can change, migrate, and adapt those very effective methodologies now into something which is multi-level, multi-abstraction, and working with iterative refinement of the models into an implementation.
So the book sounds very interesting. Sounds like the industry is about to be able to benefit from some significant new changes. What would you guide the industry to consider while looking at the book? What's important for them, for the readers to look for and to expect?
I think probably one of the most important things that has occurred to me in recent months, especially while writing the book, is that this is not about a tool. It's not about putting high-level synthesis into a design group. It's something that has to and will impact many, many different aspects of a corporation. It affects verification. It affects the system design process. It affects software. This is a corporate culture change that is happening, and a lot of people have criticized ESL not taking off as quickly as they expect. But to me, a change of this magnitude, it's kind of surprising that it's taking off as quickly as it is. There's many things that are coming to play at the same point here, and once they get adopted and put into a corporate culture, the impact they're going to have is going to be way more than any single tool could ever have done for them in the past. This really is the biggest change I think the industry has seen, at least in my lifetime, which is most of the industry.
So Brian, tell me, why is it you were motivated to be an author on this book? Clearly it is a lot of work and always more than expected when writing. What was your motivation?
Anyone who was at DBCon back in February this year and sat through many of the talks and some of the panels would have come away with one clear message, and that is that this industry has got to do a much better job at education. How do we inform people about the technologies that are available, how they can get used, how they get adopted and inserted into the flows that exist? Education in our industry is a very, very important thing, and that's part of what I've dedicated my life as an independent consultant, in terms of trying to help educate the industry in many areas. This to me was a great opportunity to get together with Cadence and to try and help them get the message of the technology that they're creating, the thoughts that they're trying to put together into how to solve some of these very difficult problems out into the industry so everyone can benefit from it.